Hey, how's it going? My name is Otto and welcome back to the channel. This video is a tutorial on how to make your GoPro Hero 10 videos more cinematic using a few basic movements and a few tips that I like to use. These basic movements are very easy to do and I really hope that you can apply them next time that you're shooting a video. Before jumping to the basic moves, the first thing to know is that I like to set the stabilization to high or to the maximum, which is boost. And unless we're looking for that effect, shaky videos are not going to be nice. The next setting that I like to use is setting the field of view to linear. I prefer not to use super wide or even wide angle field of views to avoid the distortion, and using linear field of view will also allow me to use horizon level, and this will keep the horizon straight. The combination of hyper smooth, which is the stabilization, with horizon level makes this a very stable camera. The last setting is the frame rate. I usually shoot at 24 frames per second, but I also shoot at 60 frames per second when I know that I will slow down a video clip. The push in and the pull out are two of the most basic movements where you push the GoPro forward or you pull it backward. In most cases, you will need to take a few steps, and if that's the case, do small and slow steps to avoid too much motion. If you want to make this movement more epic, you can try to have a foreground element. For example, if you're pulling out, have something appear on the frame, like on this example. The tilt reveal is a movement that will slowly reveal something by tilting the camera. The way to do this is to point the camera up and slowly lower the camera like this, or point the camera down and slowly raise it like this. Pay extra attention to the movement because these two movements are not the same. You can achieve different combinations and make this look better if you walk forward or backward at the same time. The reveal shot is a movement that has the same idea as the tilt reveal that I just showed you, but I like to focus this movement in a different way. Instead of tilting, I like to find something that blocks the view of the camera and I use that as a cover. The idea is to get close to that cover and then slowly move out from it. Remember to do slow and steady movements as well. Side tracking is also a very basic movement where you're going to move the camera from side to side. With this movement, the subject could be moving or it could be something that is not moving. There are many ways to do this, but walking side to side is not something that I would recommend. Walking forward is the best way in my opinion, and you can use the camera on a small tripod and have the camera point to the right or to the left. The way I like to do this is by twisting my body just a little bit, and this way I can walk straight looking at the screen when I'm making the video. An extra tip for this movement is to try to use the foreground, as this will emphasize the movement itself. Another way that I like to use when I do the side tracking is to add some rotation to the camera and trying to keep the subject in the middle of the frame. So instead of doing this movement, I'll do this other one, always pointing at my subject. This is probably one of my favorite movements. The orbit shot is a circle motion around a subject, and this creates a dynamic movement between that subject and the background. The way to do this movement is to walk in a circle around your subject, trying to keep the same distance while you do that. I didn't use any kind of gimbal for this video, but if I had to give you one last tip today, it's pretty simple. Use a gimbal if you have a chance to get one, because the stabilization on this is quite good, but it's not perfect. In the next days, I'll have 2 reviews of 2 different gimbals that you can use with this camera, so make sure to follow me if you want to see those videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a like and say something in the comments down below. I really hope that you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.